I'm way too high again, and I was hoping that you would open your heart and go and let me in. I never show it, but I can't focus 'cause you're lost. Ecstasy, we can fall apart tomorrow, but tonight, let's see if this is meant to be. Oh no, I don't wanna say goodbye, I just wanna love you one more time and stay up through the day and night. I'm trying to get to you, girl, I won't lie. I need someone to hold, so don't let go. I need you here the most, you already know. I don't wanna say goodbye, I just wanna love you one more time. And I say fuck all of your friends, I was hoping that you'd be open to distance. When the night begins, I get to know you and I can show you what's missing. Not too good at goodbyes, I'll see you later. Baby, it's you and I, and there are haters. Only one on my mind, don't wanna chase her. Cause your love's ecstasy. We could fall apart tomorrow, but tonight, let's see if this is meant to be. Oh no, I don't wanna say goodbye, I just wanna love you one more time and stay up through the day and night. I'm trying to get to you, girl, I won't lie. I need someone to hold, so don't let go. I need you here the most, you already know. I don't wanna say goodbye, I just wanna love you one more time. I don't know how you got me feeling like this, and I just know that we could make it work. 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye, I just wanna love you one more time and stay up through the day and night. I'm trying to get to you, girl, I won't lie. I need someone to hold, so don't let go. I need you here the most, you already know. I don't wanna say goodbye, I just wanna love you one more time.
Welcome everybody. Welcome on in. Today will be a bit of a chat stream, just kind of chilling and chatting today. Which means we'll probably do some suggested topics. Like I put drama in the in the title because I'm like, I'm sure there's some online drama I don't know about. I don't really care, but we can talk about it. Yo, welcome, a ruler of all, Dark Lord. Welcome. Come on in. First time chatter, let's go. Hey, what's up? What's up, goofers? What? What about your eyes? You making fun of me? You making fun of me right now? Are you making fun of me? Are you making fun of me, man? Okay, well, that's fine. You can make fun of me. So Rabbit Rouge, yes. Damn, my hair be going through my chest though. Sorry about that. One day actually, so I guess this could be a little news. I'm gonna be off of work. I'm gonna be getting paid to play video games via PTO Wednesday through next Tuesday. Yeah, let's go. Woo. So that's good news. I'm gonna be off of work and chilling, and maybe I'll like work on my model here. I'm gonna have to activate her chest somehow. I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna have to read. That way the hair doesn't go through. It'll fall off like her shoulder and stuff, and it's not doing that. So I gotta figure out how to do that. Maybe I'll do some VR streams. Like I'll go in VR and we'll just see what happens. Anyway, first thing on the agenda, are we gonna go with the murder mystery first? Yeah, we're gonna VR chat. Yeah. And then anyone's welcome to come too. I'll grabs headset. Do you have a headset, Boomer, for real? Yo, I'm not gonna lie, VR saved my life during COVID. It really did. I mean, the whole COVID fiasco. You have full. Really? What? No, I never took you for that. No shot. No shot. That's cool. That's what's up. I love full body. It's so fun. Let's go. But yeah, I'm down to like chill with people and do a little just like world hopping, because apparently there's a lot of worlds I have not gone to. I checked out a few and I was like, what? There's so many new mechanisms. I don't have time to spend like 6 hours in VR. Oh my god, that's my dream. 6 hours in VR instead of like 8 hours at work. I don't know if I can do 8 hours in VR. Last time I did that, it made me kind of sick. Not gonna lie. So anybody know any online drama going on? I don't know. I'm just gonna pull up the. Oh, it Twisted TikToker's House of Horrors. Oh man, we're gonna watch this from our favorite guy. What's his name? I forgot his name already. Okay. I'm terrible. I already forgot the guy's name. It's the guy that says tree instead of 3. He says tree because he's that one guy modding for that girl who kind of got degraded live on stream for some reason. What happened? The real Moist made. Okay, let me see Moist. Let's look at Moist Critical. There was another video that I have saved to watch from him. Is it the I have no words for this? This just came out an hour ago, bro. Are we gonna watch this? We gonna air it? Here, let me turn my TV on here. Hold on, guys. Let me hit the battery. Yeah. There we go.
English
oh, it's the real Moist. Oh my god.
Around the story I'm about to share with you today. God. I have to resort to making
let's watch
grunts and caveman noise.
Wait, we haven't watched. Okay, maybe I should. Let's do the first one. We'll do the first one, yeah. No.
It's making me.
Oh my gosh, Moist. Wait a minute. He's not opening in the right browser. Un momento, por favor. Okay, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Okay, didn't look at that. Gonna dox myself. I don't really care. I have nothing to lose, really. Not too much anyway. Here we go.
Reflect, and it's put me in a very somber state.
Dude, 17 minutes.
Feels though I'm at a funeral service. A streamer invited one
it.
of her mods to hang out with her in real life, and then did a stream that was an hour and 25 minutes of agonizing, miserable, inhumane torture.
Right.
Waterboarding would have felt more pleasant for this mod, I imagine. She spends the entire stream basically just insulting him. He is the butt of every one of her jokes. And she kind of just reduces him to a spittoon for her and her chat to spit in and make fun of. Now, I think punching bags get treated with more respect than this guy did, and it only got worse the longer the stream went on. She had a donation goal
maybe he's
where
into that because, you know,
$500,
there are such things as pay pigs.
Kiss him.
Oh, God, fuck. Sorry, one more.
Oh my god, it's this girl?
If you ever want to get drunk really fast, just have to kiss Dilly. You'll be fucked up by the time the night's over.
That is soul-crushingly mean-spirited. That is downright
like, I don't really know who she is either, but like, I've seen her.
Drunk,
like,
I've try and kiss Dilly. You'll
I've
be
come across her
fucked up
streams
by the end of the night. Saying
like,
that
am
you
I
have
recommended?
to be hammered to want to kiss this guy. And this is the attitude for the entire stream. So she makes it pretty clear that she can't really stand to be around him unless she is extraordinarily drunk. So the whole time she is drinking throughout the stream.
She's probably like that anyway with anybody.
Goal, so now she's obligated to give him a little smooch.
She's like, I just drink soju everywhere at any time. She's basically like, I am not getting paid enough to do this. What the fuck?
Okay. Can you come closer?
Like this close? Okay.
Yes!
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, Lord.
Pucker her up.
This is so. I am cringing to the third degree.
You just nodded on me.
Why, Alex?
You went, and the little snots went on my leg.
It did? I'm
Yes.
so sorry.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, come on.
Okay.
What the fuck? What is wrong with this bitch? What is wrong with her?
If I was watching
No.
a hostage video where someone had kidnapped my grandmother,
This poor guy. No, why we have
About
commercials?
AI taking
Oh my gosh, you guys. Let's talk about this before it comes back, right? Like, yeah, I don't understand. Well, first of all, I don't understand inviting anyone to do that on stream unless there's money involved. I mean, you're a streamer, you're doing it for entertainment, right? Like, I don't know. Otherwise, I mean, if it wasn't for entertainment, they would just do it behind closed doors, right? So, people don't know gold or something. Oh, yeah. So it was for monies. Wait, what is this? What is this ad? Oh my god, another ad. Excuse me. One moment. One moment. Alright, we're
threatening
back.
to slit her throat unless I paid the ransom, I would honestly find that video
Don't
to
know
be
goal,
less
I see.
cruel
Well, I would
and
be more
humane
respectful
than
about it
this
then,
Twitch
if,
stream I
I
just
guess.
watched.
But I wouldn't
This is
even. I don't
absolutely
know. I wouldn't even do
brutal.
that.
My heart breaks for this guy. I don't know who he is. I don't know what he's done to deserve this, but this is like a divine punishment here. This whole thing was
There are
her
some guys into
idea.
humiliation,
this was her
though,
donation
so.
incentive, and now she's acting like it was the worst thing that ever happened to her. It's so bad.
Yeah,
she's got to go
yeah,
rinse
I
her
don't
mouth
know.
out. She's got to fucking brush her teeth and scrub it all down with soap and bleach just to try and erase the stain that his lips put upon hers. It's just
She's-
evil.
I don't know, this whole
stream
behavior
is
is
her basically
cringe.
just bullying this guy.
Well. Jesus Christ. Well. Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm back, guys. Sorry. I'm good. I'm good.
She's so drunk.
She's,
She's so drunk.
Song and
Oh
dance about how
no.
gross and disgusting this was when it was her
I
idea.
don't know.
She's doing this just to make him
What?
feel even worse and put on a show for her chat at this guy's expense. Like, oh, this loveless loser virgin flew all the way here and, oh, I just had to kiss him. Like, that's so mean. And this should
Damn.
be a wake-up call to her chat that, like, donates money to her under this idea that she's going to like them or something like that, or parasocially donating to her because they think that they're going to be friends or
Parasocial.
even more than that. This should be the biggest wake-up call. Your third eye should be fucking beaming from your forehead right now with this out there. This is her mod, someone who literally, like, does a ton for her.
Right?
And this is how he's getting
yeah, I
treated
was about to
in
say,
front of
doesn't he kind of work for
everybody.
her, like, for
That's
free
what she thinks
and
of
shit?
you as well.
'Cause not a lot of
Now,
mods
like I
get
said, it's
paid.
not just this viral
Damn.
moment here. The very beginning of the stream,
Yeah, it's like a
comes
free
out
employee 'cause
fucking
they
guns
support
blazing,
you
going
as,
hog
like, a
wild
fan.
about this guy having
Yeah,
no
I don't
shot
like
with
that.
her, and that she doesn't even really respect him at all.
She could at least start out with head pats. You know what I'm saying? Why you gotta go to the kiss if it bothers you so much?
Yeah, I've been posting pictures of Dilly every single day
Hmm.
on Discord, and this guy cannot hang. Dilly's eyes are fucked. It's because I have cats and he's allergic, and he has allergy medicine. Doesn't he look like Gru from Despicable Me? Sorry, every time I see Dilly, I just start laughing.
This is the very beginning
so
of the stream. This is
mean.
chapter 1. It's not even chapter 1. This is the prologue. And she immediately comes out of the gate saying that he looks like Gru from Despicable Me, and she can't help but laugh when she sees him. The stream doesn't even make it 5 full minutes without
Oh,
her
this was
making
before
sure
the
to
drinking?
insult him
Oh,
in front
shit,
of everybody.
dude.
He's just getting
Ah.
publicly flogged immediately. She is flaying him alive throughout
That's-
most of the stream. Again, this whole hour and 25 minutes is basically just make fun of Dilly and let the chat make fun of Dilly too. It's so mean-spirited. And this guy, again, I don't know anything
I don't
about
know.
him.
Would it be different
He
if it was somebody
wasn't
she
even
didn't know?
creepy or weird or awkward. He seemed
be
like just a
different?
very normal guy. He even seems pretty nice and really not weird. Yes, he does come across
He
as
seems like a
little
regular
lonely
Joe,
and
you know, like a
little
regular
socially
guy.
shy, but there's no like red flags or anything alarming about this guy at all.
Yeah, like a
This
random
must
chatter,
have been
maybe.
hell on earth for him.
But
to
even
not
a
only get invited
chatter that
out
like
by the
supports
person
you
that
and
he
you
clearly
invite them. I
cares
don't know about
since he mods for
humiliating
her,
them on
but
stream
to
like
go
that.
there and then just be perpetually insulted
R.I.P.
directly
support,
by
I
that
mean.
person and the community that you mod for having all these tomatoes thrown at you throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
And on top of all of that,
Normal
be
people would
surrounded by
never do
cats
it.
which trigger his allergies, the misery must have been indescribable. Like, I'm getting parasocial with it because I actually just really do feel bad for him here. Like, brother, come on. Have some more self-respect.
Brother.
Have some more confidence. You deserve it. You deserve better than this treatment here. That was just so mean.
Yeah,
Now, I
for real.
already know the
Elijah.
cope. I know what the excuse is going to be. Oh, she's clearly
Eli.
just pushing
Welcome.
his buttons. They're just joshing around. They're very close friends, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know. There's
But
like
I don't get that
a level of
impression
respect you
at
need to give
all.
to people.
These aren't jokes I would tell to even my best friend Matt, who I've known since
people-
middle school.
even if she said
A
this
lot of
behind
what
closed
she
doors,
says
she would
to
shit on
and
him.
about Dilly is just downright nasty. I would never say to Matt, like, the only reason, you know, your wife ever kissed you is because she must have been blackout drunk and forgot what you looked like or something.
Damn.
That's just so fucked up. And like, she makes statements like that pretty often throughout the
Ouch.
stream. These aren't really jokes. She is just insulting this guy
Yeah,
as
she's just
much as
being
possible to make
hateful.
him a laughing stock for her stream.
Cute couple, Vivi are not dating. I did not claim this. Sorry, that's so mean, but don't claim it. So yeah, 1 hour stream, so every minute counts. I made a donation goal of $500. I will kiss Dilly. So we hit it.
For
we
only
hit it. So
500,
hopefully
bro.
I will be drunk for that. Let's take the first shot of the night. Yeah, is it too early?
No. Cheers.
The way she responded to the
Uh.
cute couple statement seemed like she was genuinely offended
Yo,
anyone
Panda.
would even say something like that. Now, keep in mind, she's still
Yeah, like-
sober right here, so
Yeah, you
this
can
is
make some,
still
like,
her
fun, friendly
insulting
jabs,
him
right?
with the training wheels on. She hasn't even taken the gloves off yet.
Wait.
It gets really bad.
Wait. Wait. Hold on. Let's pause this for a second before we go to the really bad part. What kind of like friendly jab could we use here? Like, she could just be like, she could make fun of him being her slave, doing all the free work, and he deserves this, you know, or something. I mean, that's kind of funny, and that's kind of like shitting on him, and I don't know. Maybe that's kind of mean. I don't know. I'm too socially weird to even like I don't know what's up with this girl. Like, what? I don't know. I couldn't invite somebody to sit next to me like that. What's up, Masaru? You're so tired, bro. Why? Did you not sleep? Did you work today? Oh no! It finally killed itself. No. I'm on my way to co-stream runs. Nah, Boomer, dude. Some people I think I would vibe with for real, right? But like my mod who works for me, sort of thing, that I don't know. Like, for example, okay, Switch isn't here. I probably shouldn't talk about it because he's not here. He's probably like gonna get summoned or something. But Switch, for example, I don't know him, right? And he mods for me, and he's a good mod. Let's say he was more involved in my modding, and then I just randomly invite him. I don't know, man. That makes my hands sweat. I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. All right, let's continue.
Made all the boys go at Dilly to help change his pants. So I think
No.
Dilly threw away his chunky throat pants in the trash. Dilly had the same size hands. Oh my
No.
god.
He has
We have
small
baby
hands.
No way.
Yeah, we have the same size hands. That means you have a small dick.
The astute
What? She
observers
just-
out there
oh!
will notice that I put the stream to 2 times speed
So
during her
mean.
story
Does she have to
times,
make that
and I'll
comment?
openly
What in
admit
the
to it.
hell?
The reason is because it
Oh,
was
yeah, what?
genuinely painful listening to her tell those stories because it's just shitting on Dilly. She's putting him on blast as frequently as possible, sharing his most
Yo,
embarrassing
Shadow,
moments.
welcome.
So, giving his lowlights. Here's the worst of
Yeah,
moments
the
with Dilly.
hand
Here's
part
what
was
Dilly
fine.
did.
That was like a
so
funny little
embarrassing
joke. She
last
could have
night.
left
You
it at
guys
that,
need to hear
but
this.
damn,
It's just,
she
again,
went low.
So unnecessarily mean. And then, of course, she has to do something about penis size, so she says, we have the same size hands, which means you have a tiny dick. Your hands aren't even the same size. His hands are visibly bigger than yours, but again, this is just being rude for the sake of it. Nobody is meaner to tier 3
Whoa.
subs or
Michaela!
than the
Michaela,
streamer
let me pause
themselves,
this a
it
minute.
seems.
Hold on. Welcome in, girl. We're talking about some shit right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think my brain just committed suicide. I can
Yeah.
feel the
Welcome.
breathing.
Oh my god, yeah, somebody follow so we can dance too. Dance break, let's go. I wish I could dance for real, but I don't have hands in this. Thank you. Yes, come join the Discord. And vote for what we're playing this Friday. by the way, everybody. Yee. I have a sus face too, don't I?
Here's one
Oh,
thing you
smirk
need
face.
to do before you buy anything online.
Did you see that? It just like went. I had it paused, right? And YouTube was like, "Yo, we're gonna roll a commercial real quick. How about you roll? You like monkeys? Monkey! Do you play Gorilla Tag? Boomer, do you play Gorilla Tag? Want to play some more Overwatch? Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, we should all play some more Overwatch. Oh my gosh, maybe we all go in Gorilla Tag one day too. That game is cursed. You do? Oh my gosh! Join the Discord. We go Gorilla one day. That'll be funny. I'm just waiting for this stupid ad. Alright, we good. We're ready. We're gonna turn it back on. Okay, so let me catch you up, Michaela. So this is drama, right? This streamer girl, invited her mod, one of her mods that does a lot of work for her, to like meet her and like hang out with her and vibe. And then she had like some sort of dono goal of 500 to kiss him, and I guess it's all just being unpacked. Now you're only 5 minutes, missing 5 minutes, but I caught you up. I caught you up in like 2 seconds. All right, let's go.
Playing him alive throughout most of the stream. Again, this whole hour and 25 minutes is basically just make fun
Ladies
of Dilly
and gentlemen,
and let the chat make
Shout
fun
out.
of
I
Dilly too.
think my brain
It's
just
so
committed
mean-spirited.
suicide.
And
I
this
can
guy,
feel
again,
it
I don't
leaving.
know anything about him.
Yes,
He
we got the
wasn't even
critical, most
creepy
critical.
or weird or awkward. He seemed like just a very
He's so
normal
disturbed by
guy.
this.
He even seems
That's funny.
pretty nice and really not weird. Yes, he does come across
Excuse me.
as like a little lonely and a little
Who
socially
cares?
shy, but there's no like red flags or anything alarming about this guy at all. This must have been hell on earth for him to not only get invited out by the person that he clearly cares about since he mods for her,
Yeah.
but to go there and then just be perpetually insulted directly by that person
no?
and the community
Did we?
that you mod for,
Oh, you're
having
right.
all these tomatoes thrown at you throughout the whole thing. And
No, we
on top
didn't.
of all
We
of
didn't,
that,
Boomer, not
be
yet.
surrounded by cats which trigger his allergies. The misery must
Okay,
have
maybe
been
we did. I
indescribable.
don't know where we're at.
Like, I'm getting parasocial with it because I actually just really do feel bad for him here. Like, brother, come on. Have some
Where
more
was I
self-respect.
then?
Have
Why
some
did
more
it go
confidence.
back?
You deserve it. You deserve better than this treatment here. That was just so mean. Now, I already know the cope. I know what the excuse is going to be. Oh, she's clearly
Yeah,
just pushing
let
his
it roll.
buttons. They're just joshing around. They're very close friends, obviously. But I don't get that impression at all. These aren't jokes I would tell to even my best friend Matt, who I've known since middle school. A lot of what she says to and about Dilly is just downright nasty.
Really?
I would never say to Matt,
Yeah, what
like,
are the chances
the
of
only
that, Boomer?
reason, you know,
It's 'cause
your
you
wife
are
ever
critical.
kissed
You
is
are
because
moist
she must have
critical.
blackout
Don't lie to
drunk and
everybody.
forgot what you looked like or something.
Moist Critical's in the
That's
chat.
just
He's just
so
in his alt.
fucked up and,
Chill.
like, she makes statements like that.
Long lost
pretty
brothers. Maybe
often throughout
cousins,
the
right?
stream.
Maybe you're
These aren't
related.
really jokes. She is just insulting this guy as much as possible to make him a laughing stock for her stream.
Cute couple, Vivi are not dating. I did not claim this.
What?
Sorry, that's so mean. But I'm.
That
don't
was
claim
so
it.
mean.
So yeah, 1 hour stream. So every minute counts. I
He's,
made a
like,
donation
crying,
goal of
bro.
$500.
He's
I
crying.
will kiss Dilly.
Aw.
So we hit it. But hopefully, I will
Yeah,
be drunk for that.
I do
Let's
not
do the
claim
first shot of the
this.
night. Yeah,
Aw.
it's too early.
No.
Hmm.
Cheers.
The way she responded to the cute couple statement seemed like she was genuinely offended anyone would even say something like that.
I know,
Now, keep in
right?
mind,
I think
she's
that would be
still
content,
sober right
Boomer.
here, so this is still her insulting him with the training wheels on. She hasn't even taken the gloves off yet.
I mean,
It
you
gets
sound
really
pretty
bad
close.
shortly after.
And I made all the boys go at Dilly to help change his pants. So I think Dilly threw away his chunky throat pants in the trash. Dilly had the same size hands. Oh my
No.
god, you have baby hands.
Yo, bro
You
has
have
really
the same
nice
size
teeth.
hands.
How are you hating
And
on
he's just
him?
Nordic.
The astute observers out there
Bro.
will have noticed that I put the stream to 2 times speed during her story times, and I'll openly admit to it. The reason is because it was
Right? That's what I was saying,
genuinely
like, I
painful
cannot
listening to her
believe
tell
this
those
girl-
stories because it's just shitting on Dilly. She's putting him on
She's,
blast as frequently
like,
as
shitting on this
possible,
guy who
sharing
helps
his
her.
most
I don't know.
embarrassing moments. So, giving his lowlights. Here's the worst of moments with Dilly. Here's what Dilly
And then
did
I
that
was, like,
so embarrassing
hypothetically
last night. You guys
talking
need to
about-
hear this. It's just
If
again,
this was me,
so
no, I would never be
unnecessarily
mean like that. What the hell?
And then of course she has to do
No
something
matter how
about
hot I
penis
was.
size, so she says we have
No
the
matter
same size
how big
hands,
my boobs
means you have
were.
a tiny dick. Your hands aren't even the same
Also,
size.
only for
His
$500.
hands are visibly bigger than yours, but again,
I
this
wouldn't
is
be that
just
mean. I don't know.
being rude for the sake of it.
Yeah, he's
Nobody
upset.
Is meaner
Moist is
to
upset.
Tier 3 subs or Twitch mods.
She's not
than
even
the streamer themselves. It seems
She's ugly as
She is
shit.
so much nastier
Michaela.
to her mod.
Well,
than
you know, she's
anyone on
skinny
Twitter
and
has ever
she
been
thinks she's
to
hot,
any
so I
mod
guess,
for
you know.
any streamer ever. Now, there are a couple times in the stream that she says that they're good friends, so it's all, in good fun.
I don't know
what
about
a
that
load
ugly,
of
but she's
dirty
not hot
barnacles.
either. Her personality makes her
think
ugly
she
as fuck.
says that to try and
True.
convince Dilly, and Dilly, he believes it. Dilly's bought into that fantasy.
Cringe.
This does not strike
Yeah.
me as two people that are
Cringe
friends. This
100
strikes me as
times,
her
but, like,
using
to the
him
third
for
degree, too.
content
Just
as a
cube that
punching bag.
shit.
That's what this all seems like. No friend dynamic is like this. No friendship.
I would never
goes
treat
like
my
this.
mod like
Of course,
that.
you're gonna joke around with your friends.
Oh
You're
my
gonna get mean
God.
with your friends, but at the end of the day, you're close, and you know that there's no actual bad blood or malicious intent
Yeah,
there.
Shadow.
I do not get that vibe from this interaction at all, because it is unrelenting for an hour and 25 minutes, and what I'm about to show you here, I think is the most foul
Oh, cool
thing
that
she
fact.
said
I have
throughout
that
it.
same
Oh my gosh,
microphone.
can I go back with my ex?
I have
Or
Moist
get-
Critical's microphone.
Fuck. Okay, in case you guys know, I don't know. I don't want to say his name out loud. This ex fucking traumatized me. Get a gambling addiction, drug addiction.
Mel,
fucking up, okay?
welcome.
So either go through like trauma and emotional abuse, or date Dilly for 6 months. Trying to get back with my ex. Okay, next question. Is it true that you have
It's in
What,
two
he
times
laughed
speed
about
because
it?
again, she
Oh
was going
my
on a montage of
So
degrading him.
mean.
And then it got to that question. Would you rather get back with your ex, who apparently traumatized her, or date Dilly for 6 months?
Yeah, if you don't laugh,
And she
you'll cry.
chooses her
True.
ex,
He's
and then
dying
just
inside.
laughs it off.
You laugh
She
it-
would rather be in, I guess, this emotionally abusive situation, that she called it, and be traumatized, than be with Dilly for 6 months. Why would
Yeah.
you even answer
Typical-
this question in
typical
the first place? That is
bitch
so
behavior.
fucked up. I was stunned.
I'd rather be abused
when
than
that
be in a
came
healthy
around.
relationship.
Like,
OMG.
She knows Dilly
Because
is
he's probably
clearly
like,
interested in
he's
her
like a regular
romantically,
dude. He looks
and yet she
boring.
uses
I mean,
that
he's
as the
probably
butt of the
healthy. You know what I'm
jokes. Like,
saying?
half of the stream is
Damn.
making it clear that
You like
she
my new
feels she
avatar?
is
Oh, you
so
haven't seen it, Mel?
out of his league, so superior
I'm a
to him
bunny.
that the comedy
I had a Christmas one
is that
too, but-
people would even suggest there's
Eh,
a chance.
I'll pull it
So
out
this
next year.
question rolls around. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'd definitely just go back with the ex. Definitely
Thanks.
wouldn't go back or go with Dilly for 6 months. I'd rather be emotionally abused than spend
Okay,
time
Michaela,
with
go
this
over there.
guy in front of his face too.
Ah,
the
first
guy
time.
who basically
Yeah,
does
pretty cool.
work for you on your
Moves with
stream
my
by
head.
modding, who has also now
I
gone
rigged
out
this
of
thing.
his way
It was fun.
to hang out
Have,
with
like,
you
hard
in real
eyes.
life and on your stream for your content. And now he has to sit there and hear that you would rather be emotionally abused and traumatized than date him for 6 months. This guy who obviously cares about you. I can't even
Honestly,
imagine what a statement like
probably
that
needs to
must
date someone
feel
like that for
to
6
hear.
months.
And he has to keep himself composed because she's broadcasting all of this to her audience publicly. I've never met anyone that I've had any kind of relationship with, a friend or even an acquaintance, that has said something that even teeters on as mean as what she just did right there. And she did it right to the face
It's
of
an
someone who
online
very
drama.
clearly cares a lot about her. Now she laughed.
Mel, it's the online drama that's happening right now. Like this streamer who's pretty, I think she's pretty big. I don't know her name. Probably shouldn't name drop anyway, just for like business professional reasons. But anyway, she invited one of her mods onto the stream, her stream, and then she just proceeded to shit on him, like make fun of him, make all kinds of insults. I don't know. It was kind of weird. And then I think like there was a donation to Kiss, or I don't know. Now they're going through some questions. So.
Laughs it off and moves on to the next question. And I think Dilly has been brainwashed.
Yeah, it's really
by her
weird.
into thinking that he's a
I don't
good friend of hers.
understand.
But Dilly, I'm just going to hit you with the cold water. Friends don't treat each other this way. She is treating you like a subhuman pile of
Oh my
garbage.
goodness.
Me personally, I would not hit. So, yeah, there is a right or wrong answer there. Well, me personally... How about you rate me first?
10 out of 10.
Oh,
Oh.
you know, I'm not gonna rate. I'm just gonna drink.
That means I'm a 6. It's okay.
If it was a 6, I would have said that out loud.
Oh.
Oh my god! What a mean.
Again, it's just an absolute flurry of disrespect from her towards Dilly. But I
She's so
wanted to show
mean.
this clip here at the end because I think this is a
No.
great
He was like being
summation
playful. It's
of
like,
how
I'm a
this whole
6. It's okay. Like, you know.
experience went,
He was
where
even playing
He
along.
rates her a 10 out of 10. And then she refuses to rate him, so he playfully is like, oh, okay, that must mean like I'm a 6. And then she didn't have to say anything. She could have just moved on to the next question, but she went out of her way
Yeah,
to let him
to
know
shit on
that
him.
that's not the case. So she says, if it was a 6, I would have said it out loud. Anyway.
Yes.
Just trying to take
We're
another
gonna allow
little
that word in
stab,
here
drive
until
the
someone
dagger
abuses
deep
it.
inside of his heart here to let him know that he is beneath her. He's not a 6 to her, and he needs to know it. It's so unnecessary.
I don't know what her point is, right? Like, I don't know
It's
what
just
her...
being an asshole and nothing
like,
more.
what is
She
that
puts
doing
him
for
down
her other
every
than
chance
making her
she can
look
find. She
terrible
attacks
in front of
every
her
single one of
fans?
his perceived weaknesses.
Unless they're
in
into
her
that. I
eyes,
mean, like I said,
and is
maybe they're
doing
into that
everything in her power to
humiliation thing,
publicly
because I've read
humiliate
some
and
shit.
degrade
I've seen some shit.
It
I've
is
heard some shit. I
not
don't understand
friendly.
it.
There is nothing jovial about this whole stream at all.
Yeah, he might actually
is
like it, right? He might-
mean-spirited and just
for all we
really
know, that's his-
fucking sad. Like I
his
mentioned,
cup
there
of
was a
tea.
couple of times he tried to
And 2
cushion the
sugar
blows, like,
cubes.
"Oh, we're such good friends.
Of
This is
cringe.
all okay." And then when one of the questions during Truth or Drink is, "What was your favorite thing about Dylan?"
Yeah.
She says that he's nice and that he's like
Like,
just super nice and
it's-
not awkward. Those are the only couple
maybe the
of
mommy
instances
wounds
where she
are
wasn't
like
just
really
shitting on
deep,
him.
right?
And I think she did
Like-
that because she could see from the chat that people were dogpiling
Yeah,
onto Dilly.
mother wounds.
And it is just a really uncomfortable
Bros like gonna let her
entirely.
shit on him. Like
How
that.
likely
I don't know.
is it for
It's weird.
him to pick up a girl tonight?
Can I answer this honestly?
Honestly, you're not getting shit. I think maybe a girl be down to dance with you, you know?
That's a win.
But there's no way. I don't think you're getting any girls' numbers. Or going home with. I'm gonna say it's a 0 out of 10.
Well, obviously, I wouldn't bring anyone back here, but
I would let you. I'm a good friend. So if you want to bring a girl
I
back
would
here,
let you.
can.
I'm a
But
good
just being honest,
bro.
I don't see it. Prove me wrong, though. You don't prove me wrong.
I was perfectly content to not show you any more clips from the
Oh
stream. I was
my
just about to end the
gosh.
video, but then I remembered this moment, and I just
Yeah,
had to
quote
showcase
unquote,
it.
I don't have faint
Even if
hands,
it's not
I just did
directly
it.
about her. She
Good
won't even let him
friend.
think he has a chance with any girl, for that matter. None. Like he's not even allowed to go
it just
into
depends
the
on the
club
the
with a good
context,
mindset.
Shadow.
They're going to a club later this evening,
But, like,
and
just- she's
they were
outrightly
getting hyped
just
for it. Like,
shitting on him. I
Chat
don't-
was asking, "Hey, do you think he has a chance with a girl?" And this was her response to it. He's not even allowed to have a good mentality going into it because she's already shitting on him beforehand to bring his self-esteem down. It's just bullying. Like, she is just a bully to this guy. It just doesn't end. He's not allowed to breathe for a second, A, because of the allergies that he's subjected to, but B, because she is constantly this miasma of hate to him. Like, it's just so negative.
how long
If
was
this
the stream?
actually any
Boomer, do you know how long the
semblance
stream
of a
was?
friend.
Like, how
She
long
would've
did she just
lifted
sit there
him
and
up,
shit
like,
on
"Yeah,
him?
you're gonna get some pussy tonight. Let's go. Let's have a good time out there tonight." That's not what she's doing. She's immediately putting him down.
No.
Again, for the millionth time.
An
this
hour.
stream.
Who was better looking, Dilly or your ex? My ex. Next question. Do you ever have any feelings for any of your mods, including him? Hell no. That's why they're my mods.
I guess.
Last clip from this stream, I promise, but I thought this
mean,
was an
she
important
got
one.
paid to
I
bully.
have for a long time preached about how awful parasocial relationships are and how prevalent it is in streaming. I think hearing her say this should have snapped a ton of people out of that mentality that just by donating to somebody or
Especially online when there's a lot of people who are against bullying,
all of a sudden
you know?
they're gonna
Like,
somehow
there's a
develop
lot of us
feelings
who are
for you
like,
or something.
don't bully, but
Doesn't
then-
happen. It won't happen, and that is not a healthy mindset for you as a viewer to be in. I wanted to put this here because she just says it with her whole chest right in front of Dilly.
Should ask my
Again,
mods.
Per
Yo,
usual here for this stream.
I'll cut you
But it is-
25% of what I
this
make
is
if you let
actually
me
an
bully you
important
on
lesson to
stream.
learn. Just because you
If it
bought
was
for
like
somebody
that,
or
then
donate
maybe
to
it's
somebody, if
okay,
you're tier
you
3
know?
sub to somebody, if you can sub
The
to somebody
ethics are
for
just
years,
out the window.
They are not all of a sudden your best friend, and they are not obligated to fall in love with you or have feelings for you.
25%,
tough
they'll be
pill
like
to swallow
30.
for some, I'm
30%.
sure, but
I'm like, all
needs- it needs to get through. Now, all that being said, what Dilly was subjected to here is nothing shy of heinous.
Steppies
Nobody
in VRC. Yeah.
deserves this level of public humiliation, and I feel extremely bad for him, and I'm
As a
just
treat.
genuinely wishing him the best going forward. I just had to talk about this because it is one of the downright meanest and saddest streams I've ever seen on Twitch. Like, probably ever, I think. So yeah, that's really about it.
Damn.
You know what? It's not
All
my
right,
fault you're
so
in love with me or something.
Yo, that's copyright. Stop. That's copyright. Yeah, I don't know. I feel really bad for him, but it's almost like he was in on it though, like, or he just tolerated it for whatever reason. I don't know. Here's the one. That just came out, right? Just came out. Brand spanking new. You ready? Yeah, I hope he's in on it. I hope that was just all an act, because
There aren't enough
There's
words
no
in
way.
the English language to properly convey my confusion around the story I'm about to share with you today. I have to
Oh,
resort
look at
to
his
making
face, you
grunts
guys.
and
Oh,
caveman
no, it's gonna be
noises
good.
to try and properly express how baffling it is. It's not unusual for people to try really peculiar things to try and help themselves if they find discomfort in their life, whether it's physical or whatever, if they have some kind of sickness perhaps. They'll resort to certain things that a doctor would never really prescribe. But I've never seen something quite like this.
yeah, Shadow,
A
I feel
man in
that.
Ireland was hospitalized
What?
for injecting semen into his body to try and fix his back pain. Now, like I said, I think it's kind
What?
of universal where people will have certain remedies that help them in the past against certain ailments.
I
even though
am-
there's no
yeah, I am
real
speechless.
scientific backing
What
for
the
it in that area, but it helps them, so they keep doing it. For me personally, growing up, my parents
I
would
don't
always
know.
give me saltine crackers and a Coke pretty much any time I was sick. If I had an upset stomach, if I was puking,
Yum,
if I had
water.
diarrhea, if my throat was sore, if my nose was runny, you bet your sweet bippy they went to the cabinet and they grabbed the antidote, which was saltine crackers and a Coke. They're like, this will fix you right up, son.
The hell?
Polish off this sleeve of crackers, chug this can of Coke, and you'll be better in an hour. They
Really?
treated it like it was a panacea, even though obviously that combination's not going to fix or cure anything. And I feel like that's how this Irish man stumbled upon this
Yeah, same. Like
unholy
my dad would give me Sprite
idea.
or ginger
I feel like
ale,
most likely he
saltines.
stumbled across
Yeah.
some really
Especially
bad health advice
tummy
that
issues.
the internet has become known for, especially in recent years with
But
TikTok. They promote
I think
really
that's- I don't know what
stupid,
that is.
dumb shit,
My dad's from
such as the
Texas,
drinking
so maybe it's a
borax
South thing.
trend,
Maybe it's a
where
South
a lot of
thing.
TikTok influencers are saying if you drink borax, it's really good for your body and it'll help against arthritis and everything. It'll make you like so much healthier, even though obviously drinking fucking borax is horrible for you. And then there was also this very viral trend that actually predates TikTok, where it was put a peeled potato in your socks at night when you go to bed. And it's gonna suck out all the toxins in your body, so you'll wake up feeling rejuvenated. And it'll
Well,
fix
onions
whatever
actually do
sickness
that.
you're afflicted
Onions
with.
really actually
So a
do.
lot of people started putting fucking potatoes in their socks, thinking that it was somehow curing them. And if you go into any of these at all, they come up with the worst pseudoscientific intellectual
true. I guess
explanations imaginable.
just to
a
point
bunch
out
of mumbo
bullying,
jumbo.
Mel.
It's like the potato ones in particular.
He
It's
didn't
as
say
dumb
her
as you
name.
Imagine like a Neanderthal
He didn't
trying
give
to
her a
explain
free
it.
advertisement.
They basically say like
I don't know
here's
who
a potato,
she is still.
and here's a
I don't know
potato
her
that was in
name.
my
I don't
sock
know.
last night, and it's clearly fucking gross
feel you.
looking because it is oxidized in your sock over the course of like 8 hours. It's all been covered in sweat and gross grime. So clearly the potato that was in your sock is gonna look worse than a fucking peeled potato that was just out. The potato didn't suck the sickness out of your body like a vampire.
onions do
It
something
did
to you,
nothing
though.
but sit there
That's
and just
some
get
old
gross from your
wives'
sweaty feet throughout 8
voodoo.
hours of being exposed to them. Like
Old woman's voodoo.
unfathomably stupid, but people buy into those kind of things. And I feel like that's most likely what happened with this guy, where he might have read or seen something about,
Yeah, true.
well, actually, did you know cum is pretty good for you if ingested? Like, your body actually
Old
really
wife
likes
voodoo.
cum in it."
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, well,
I said it.
I'll try it for my lower back pain. So he starts, he gives himself one dose, and he's like, feel a little looser. My back's kind of opening
Oh,
up a
he
little
did?
bit.
He got
Must
on
be
a
the
call
cum."
with that guy
So
and
then he starts
stream?
injecting
What?
even more of it and gets addicted to it like the fucking Tin Man from Wizard of Oz with oil. So he's just in there blasting cum until it's legitimately
Ew,
dangerous
though.
for him and he has to be
Injecting
hospitalized.
what? Why?
See about the man who was treated at a hospital after injecting himself with his own splooge. Why would that be a problem? Can you not do that? Did he put it in a bad spot? What did he inject?
Did he
into
put
his
it in a
stomach?
bad spot,
Like
bro?
crank. Man hospitalized after injecting semen into his own arm. And
Got on
acute
those.
severe sudden onset back pain. I don't know why cum in his arm.
Yeah, why would you
fixes
put that
back
in your
pain.
arm to fix
What
your back
happened?
pain? Shouldn't you, like,
How did that happen?
I mean, put it where the, inject it where the pain is, right? If that's your theory, I guess.
3 doses of his own semen. That man was really getting to work.
Yo, I don't.
Some pretty impressive business.
Right?
Irish man
Imagine if you
planned
put
to
it in
treat his
spine,
chronic back
GG,
pain by
man.
injecting his
Yeah.
own semen directly into his arm has ended with him being hospitalized with large abscesses. A case study published in the Irish Medical Journal says the man
You
sought
hate
medical
this
attention
news.
after complaining of severe sudden onset lower back pain after lifting a heavy steel
Well,
object.
after this, we're gonna move on to the murder mystery. Are you really gonna make me stop right in the middle of this? Okay. We got a Meta 3 commercial. Get that shit out of here. Oh my gosh, Meta 3. I cannot believe. Ghostbusters. Sorry. It was a Ghostbuster game. I was like, wait a minute. Arm spooge too much. I know, we made it halfway through. I'm proud of us. Let's go on. We made it halfway. Yay. Alright. You guys ready to see our... I forget his name. I feel bad.
Hey you, and welcome. My name is Mike,
Okay.
and in this old video, I have a story about one of them Nepo babies I keep hearing so much about. This is an ongoing story in Hollyweird, and it is about what a filmmaker,
Hollyweird.
creative director, TikToker named Samuel Haskell IV has allegedly done.
Uh-oh.
See, Sammy here was a creative genius, according to himself. Maybe you'll agree or not, let's see.
Shouts out to the waiter at the restaurant above
Right,
Nordstrom's.
right,
Like,
well,
completely
right.
burned the shit out of my fillet. Like, what kind of a monster are you?
That guy was dumb.
That's great. though.
Injecting
He was
shit in
married
him.
to
I
Leslie,
don't know.
And in early
Especially
November
that, what the fuck?
2023, his wife and in-laws, they disappeared. For a bit. Please subscribe
Uh-oh.
to see new videos every week. Now, let's give it a go.
I like how he shamelessly plugged himself there. I need to get better at that. I love the, like... I make new
We
videos
will
every
start
week.
this
Yeah,
story
anyway,
in a
next.
little place called Tarzana. Is it as cool
Please
as
subscribe.
it sounds? Let's see.
Please follow, hit that follow button.
It's a suburban
Yeah.
neighborhood on the northern side of Los Angeles. It's a place with good schools, amenities, and so it's a fairly wealthy place to live. If you're among the 25,000 people living there, you're probably doing alright. A quiet suburban family area
Okay,
with shopping
okay.
centers, stores, and yes, it is named after Tarzan. Edgar Rice Burroughs used to own the land. Just as Tarzana edges its way up the mountains and into the Topanga State Park, well, on a street called Coldstream Terrace, you'd find the Haskell family, made up of Samuel Haskell IV, his wife May Lee, and their 3 children.
Tree,
Sam,
he said
James,
it.
and William.
Tree.
What a gang the Haskells were. Specifically Samuel. He's a bit of a character, all right. But first, I want to talk about his wife, May Lee, 37 years old and from China.
Okay.
May
Okay.
Lee moved to the United States in the mid-2000s
He's setting it up.
to study accounting at Cal State Northridge, not too far from where she would eventually live in Tarzana. It seems that her family were like fully supportive of her moving from China to the United States, because as you know, education ain't cheap, and it especially ain't cheap if you like come from outside the country to it. And her family
True.
was so supportive that her mother and her stepfather, they actually sold their home in China to help pay for her tuition. Her uncle, who was already living in Los Angeles, he got a job at a local restaurant. He was giving her money all the time to help pay for her education. It seems like the entire family really viewed May Lee as like a bright spark. And by all accounts, she was. And so they all wanted to help and sacrifice
Oh, invest
to
in
help
her.
her
She's young.
succeed in her dreams.
Yeah.
May Lee ran her own business called the Haskell Consulting Group, where she would help foreign students with their applications to the top American universities. Other folk from China wanting to study at Harvard, MIT, whatever, she would help them through the entire process of enrolling.
Oh, nose is string.
By all accounts, this business was quite successful and made the family a bit of... Now, you might have noticed what her company was called.
Did he
that's
just
because
wink?
while studying,
Wait a minute.
that's when May Lee met Sam Haskell, and they hit it off. They married not long after graduation. May
Oh,
Lee
no.
had her first child in 2010 when she was 24 years old. I would say that
He
together
winked.
they
He was
purchased
like,
a house in
"Chic."
Tarzana, but
Wink.
that does not seem to be the case. It was in May's name and May's name alone. The mortgage was $7,000 a month, and May was the one paying. And so, with 2 more kids coming along, things were hectic.
Oh, man.
And so May's mother, Yang Zhang Wang, and stepfather, Go Shan Li, would move in with them. And of course move in with May's husband Sam too. Sam didn't speak any Chinese, May's
Uh-oh.
parents didn't speak any English, but it seems like he didn't care. Because Sam was all about his creative vision. Samuel Haskell III, well, not the third, although maybe the third, the fourth,
He said
was born
turd,
in
turd,
1988
turd.
to a man who was very
Oh
powerful
no.
in the creative
Tree and
industry.
turd, bruh.
Sam, a guy who takes all his fashion advice from Zoolander, is the son of also Sam Haskell Sr.
Huh.
Oh, look at you, he was big in the biz, the entertainment industry. I'm told they just call it the biz. He was an Emmy award-winning producer. He worked at the William Morris Agency, which is a big one. He had clients like Dolly Parton, Ray Romano, Martin Short, George Clooney, big dogs. And then he went on to form his own company,
Dolly
Magnolia
Parton
Hill
Mountain
Productions.
Christmas or
And he
something.
helped make
What
some
the hell?
award-winning Dolly Parton shows for
Oh
Netflix.
lord.
He was also formerly the CEO of the Miss America organization. Was for a few years before he had to kind of step down. See some emails.
Oh, he's so
with good
creepy.
old Sam
You have heard
Haskell
about this
Sr.
story?
Very,
Oh,
very
man, I
nice
haven't.
emails, about how he was talking about, the talent, the women.
I'm like,
Miss
what's gonna happen?
State, whatever. Just kind of like a bit of, sexist kind of stuff, slut shaming, fat shaming, all that
yes.
kind of stuff.
Wonderful.
And, apparently, cost some of the contestants actually their livelihoods. So you kind of had to, sorry about that. Kind of jog on. Anyways, Sam Haskell IV was his kid, and boy, oh boy, was he a cool ass dude. In his head.
In his head.
Remember, this is a 35-year-old man.
Going for that like Bradley Cooper burnt out look, like I woke up feeling like a piece of.
I'm just
burnt
gonna moisturize
toast.
the
Like,
face
I don't
while we're
wear,
watching
like,
this. Why not?
clothes from the latest designers. Like I'm kind of doing like a Claire Danes Homeland situation where I just like wear the same outfit every day. Like my resume says unhappy.
This boy,
bitter,
this man
resentful,
is a Peter Pan. That's what I was trying to say.
and, like, really
He's a Peter
good at
Pan.
ordering off
Just the way
the
he's
menu.
talking
Like,
right now.
imagine me showing up at work and then here's the plot twist. I'm totally fucking superficial. Ask if I want a glass of wine? Like, ew, what? To the left, like, no, but also, like, kind of down. Yo, real quick.
What is? What am I hearing?
Conference, real quick, you guys. But
This is so unattractive. Sorry.
one thing they talked about was consistency, like be consistent. Now I'm consistently never gonna stop drinking.
Okay, after watching a few, he kinda
Consistently
rocks.
not.
Yo, shouts out to fist bumping the sushi chef real quick at Nobu Malibu. Like letting everybody in the restaurant know, like you fools might be bae.
Wow, the tracking's doing all kinds of crazy stuff with my hand on my
And I
face.
salute. He's incapable
Like,
of beginning
I'm
a
just
video
wiping-
any other way than shouts outs, which I love.
Yo, shouts out to Bella Thorne.
Yo, sorry about
shouts
that.
out to my, yo, shouts
I'm
out
good.
to Chris Pine. Shouts out real quick. Yo, shouts out to Claire Danes. Hey, shouts out to. Just want to say shouts out to the shouts out. Yo, shouts out to Peloton.
Man, that's embarrassing. Thankfully, I don't have to begin every video the same way. Moving on.
He just
Started
had.
the biz. Let's be honest. Daddy's friends
Okay.
and Daddy's world.
He was like,
Began as a
wait.
camera operator, then worked for another agency, doing all sorts of videos and so on.
Peter
Sam had
Pan.
his own production company called the SB Group. See, Sam Haskell often went by Samuel Basinger for some reason. And his major thing, his art, was
Boots up
called
Overwatch.
Tragic
Right.
Souls.
I might play some after this.
So you know he's pretty cool.
Some
I want
rounds.
to create visuals that move boundaries by bringing millennial artists together. Fair enough, that sounds awful. And he filmed a lot of fashion shoots, music videos, and he was currently working on a feature film. Not a movie, ladies and gentlemen, a film
Interesting.
called Harvard Law. This is what happens when a drug dealer moves in with a national best-selling fraudster in the mansions of Palos Verdes. That is according to the blurb, and it looks awesome.
You should just kill yourself.
I had sex with that girl in the Abercrombie store.
What am I
What
hearing?
more do you want from me?
Oh,
From the stellar
bad
acting and
acting, that's what I'm
writing
hearing.
to a guy I think is trying to OD while wearing a backwards Randy Moss jersey, I'm locked in. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm not really into this. I want
oh
some action.
my.
I want some blood. And to that I say, oh hell yes, Samuel Haskell has got you covered. With this clip from hashtag The Circle, hashtag Demon Hills. Whoa, you got dudes, you got muscles, you got swords.
Let me show you how we.
We got a commercial. That's what we got right now. Commercials are re. And there's two of them, weren't there? Oh my. Oh my. We only got hit with one.
So things got weird on November 8, 2023. That's when Mei Li's uncle, the one who was also living in Los Angeles.
Guess I gotta start paying for YouTube Plus or whatever the
his
fuck.
niece, Mei Li, or his sister for a couple of days. So
Never!
he logged into his WeChat profile. WeChat's like a Chinese social media site. And he went onto Mei Li's profile. She'd been on there 10 years. Everything was erased. Her profile was completely blank. No friends, no pictures.
What?
And he thought this was really, really weird. It was like somebody had logged in and just erased her entire account. But her account was still there. Erased everything from it. Very weird. That was odd. Maybe a glitch, right? After all, he didn't have any reason to suspect anything was that strange other than not hearing from them in a couple of days. He knew May, he knew, her mother, stepfather, and he knew Sam, right? He would always say Sam was standoffish, quiet, reserved, but not a bad guy, just a little bit odd, which is fair. But had he known what had happened the day before, he might not have been so calm. See, on November 7th, at about 5:30 p.m., a person went to the LAPD Topanga station to say that there was a bag outside the Haskell's home containing human remains.
What?
As possible, DD 4115 Coldstream Terrace, 4115 Coldstream
What?
Terrace. Monitor comments. So the PR standing by in front of Topanga.
The police went to see what was going on. That's a disturbing ass call to make. But when they arrived at the Haskell's home in Tarzana, there was nothing there. They knocked on the door. Didn't seem like there was anybody home. And seeing nothing strange outside, they had no reason to continue. The police left. However, it was the next day, November 8, when May's
Who
uncle
reported
saw the
it? Wait a minute.
The police got another disturbing call.
Citibank on review. Possible body inside trash can.
Bodies in trash cans.
Yeah, gruesome to say the least. Alex, let me just tell you that right now we don't have 100% confirmation from LAPD that this scene on the 4100 block of Coldstream Terrace in Tarzana is related to the scene in Encino, but it surely appears that way, although I just got done with a neighbor who says that he hopes that is not the case at all. From
What?
the pop-up tent covers the remains of a woman wrapped in plastic.
Oh my.
Detectives say they found only the torso, clad in a bra, and what was left of her pants after her legs were cut off.
What?
This was at around 6 a.m.
Brutal.
A man was rifling through a dumpster
It's
in
not just
Encino.
murdering,
That's
like
the next
dismembering
neighborhood
too.
of Tarzana.
Oh no.
As this fella was
It's not gonna be
digging through
good.
the dumpster, he noticed one black bag that was close to the top of the dumpster, and it was weirdly shaped. It was like one big piece, long and flat. He noticed the flies buzzing, the smell of meat. Prying open the bag, he saw that sickly white color of blood-drained skin. It was then he realized, well, in there, he found a human torso. Police soon arrived and cordoned off the area. This was curious.
In big
on the
dumpsters?
same
So somebody was
block
like just
that
throwing away their
Tarzana
trash and they were like,
was
wait a
office.
minute. Sus. Oh no. That's terrible.
Now there was a darker side to Sam Haskell. Now I know you're saying, shockingly, he seems so well adjusted. He loved weapons, especially swords, katanas, daggers. Allegedly, he had quite a few in his house, along with crossbows.
What?
and
He
other
is he the murderer? He doesn't seem like he would murder anybody. That's
kids
wild.
playing the Haskell home,
Absolute
they
loaded
were
gun.
afraid
Oh
of the
my.
swords he had. May apparently hated them. But there were also reports about Sam going back years, all the way to his college days. When this came out, there was a lot of people
Ew.
talking online, even Reddit.
Guy is so
Sam
cringe.
Haskell, and people began sharing their experiences of meeting Sam and knowing what it was like in college and in school, and none of it's good. Now this, again, is just randomers writing online. Could be, you don't know if this is true or not, so just, be aware. Pinch of salt. I went to middle school and high school with him in Calabasas. In 7th grade, when I first met him, he was already a pathological liar with a blinking tick. He was always touching his privates, his pants, in class, and never got in trouble because his parents were mega donors to the school, until he was kicked out for raping another student in his junior year. We all knew he was bad news. When he was 18, he did a lot of cocaine and marijuana. I never asked my friends if they were on prescription medications, but he was a little off. His parents could have been loading him up on meds as a kid, or maybe he needed meds and he never got them. I don't know. He would snap on people sometimes when working with them, and just cut off relationships with a "go fuck yourself." He also lied and made up a lot of stories. He also had run-ins with the law. In 2008, he was arrested and charged with 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon. Wonder if it was a sword. And he got 3 years probation. Sam Haskell was an interesting guy who still not a lot is really known about him. So who he was, behind the lens? There's a lot of question marks there, though some insight was gained after the investigation began. See, the same day the torso was found in the trash, Sam Haskell was arrested and charged with murder.
California murder mystery. The son of a veteran Hollywood exec whose wife and in-laws are
Did this happen recently?
Now under arrest after a grim discovery.
Samuel Haskell is behind bars as the search intensifies for
Oh
his
man.
wife and in-laws. This morning, new developments in a murder mystery rocking Los Angeles.
They said it, murder mystery. See?
Hollywood agent's son. Law enforcement officials say they're currently looking
November 8th. So yeah, recent. Oh my gosh. What in the world? That's why I like watching these, because it's real. This is real crazy shit that happens in the
They
world.
responded to a call to the family home last Tuesday
Oh man.
of possible human remains in a plastic bag.
When the officers responded, nothing was located. There was no evidence that allowed the officers to make entry into the home. The bags that were described were no longer outside.
So like, did somebody catch him in the act? They called on the day that he was doing that shit? What in the world, you guys? Oh my. Are we here?
Haskell
Oh, okay.
and her mother, Yang Cheng
Sorry.
Wang, and stepfather, Gao Shanli, were last seen on November 6th.
Did he kill all 3 of them? What in the world?
A neighbor. And she said she saw May getting into her car, but she seemed sad. She seemed upset. She wasn't her usual, happy-go-lucky self. The next day, November 7th, that same neighbor, their husband would say they noticed a smell outside. A smell like dead, rotting meat, rotting flesh. But they just thought it was like an animal had died somewhere. That same day, Sam Haskell called over some day laborers to come help him out with some stuff he had in the house. See, these day laborers came over to the Haskell home, and Sam took him into the garage. And he said, "Here, listen, check it out." He had 3 large garbage bags that he wanted removed. He said there's 500 big ones in it for you. Sam said the bags he was asking them to get rid of were full of rocks, which is like
Rocks.
what? The workers immediately picked up the
Rocks,
bags and could
eh?
tell they were not rocks. The bags were soft and they were heavy. Sam then changed his story and said, "Oh no, it's actually filled with Halloween decorations." Halloween, remember, was just like a week before all of this.
Oh, they got.
So laborers got the bags, put them in the truck.
They
They
got
drove,
video.
and after driving for about a block, they were like, "This is weird.
OMG.
This is really, really weird."
They got video of that
We
shit.
should check the bags.
What?
Let's check the bags. They opened one of the bags. They had a goo, and what they saw was human body parts. They did not look like fake Halloween body parts. They did not smell like fake Halloween body parts. They immediately went back to the Haskell home. They got the bags out and gave him his money back and said, "Hey, no, we're good, thanks." The laborers then went to 2 separate police stations to report this.
Okay.
But were turned away for some reason until they got to the Topongo station, and the police took them seriously. However, by the time the cops got to the Haskells, there was no
He was
sign
already
of
moved him.
Sam or the tree bags.
Oh my
It was the next
gosh.
day, a homeless man found one
And they
of the
did that
bags
out of fear of
just
being in
around the corner
trouble.
from
That
Sam's
sucks.
office and called the cops.
Damn.
The torso found in the bag was quickly identified as Mei Lee's from 82. And
What about the
CCTV
son?
showed a man struggling to lift the bag into the dumpster.
What about the kids? Isn't
The
there 3
vehicle seen
kids?
in this CCTV
Oh my
matched
god.
Sam Haskell's white Tesla. This footage was taken less than an hour after the day laborers dropped the tree bags back off at Sam Haskell's home. Though it's interesting that he took enough care to dump the body part bags in
What?
separate areas, yet his plan A was to just call some day laborers to go and handle it and get rid of it and presume they wouldn't notice anything weird about these bags at all. It's almost like he thought, "Oh, I guess I should try and hide my horrible crime after all."
Oh my gosh, what a sick mother. Oh my.
Sam Haskell was quickly arrested while he was walking at the mall, and the
Good.
police, going into his home, found blood and more body parts.
What in the world?
And the bags, the 2 other ones that the laborer said were there, have not been found. To
Oh
date,
man.
Nobody knows where they are. It's believed the parents are in those other bags. So, what the hell happened? Did Sam murder his wife and then parents out of nowhere? Well, it hasn't gone to trial
What
yet,
about
so
the
we don't know if
kids?
He did. But get
Aren't
this,
there
friends would come
kids?
forward and say May wanted a divorce. Had for years. She was sick of him. Sick of his TikToks, his bullshit.
Oh,
she was
man.
paying for everything, and she wanted out, but she was afraid to. Sam Haskell's dad, Sam Sr., very powerful, wealthy. Their family was very wealthy, very powerful
That's-
in town. May was worried that if she did file for divorce, she would lose the custody battle and she would lose her kids. So she was staying.
Yeah, 'cause he has
but
more
she felt
money.
trapped. She also would
And
say Sam
generally, the person with more money
he didn't get on
will
with her
win.
parents. Maybe he snapped too. A friend would say
Sad.
that they met Sam a week before this. And they said, like in a restaurant, said Sam was acting weird, weirder than usual. And he was like super paranoid. He wouldn't talk to them. He was like waving them away. He was like hiding in the corner.
Man.
Good morning again, Your Honor. It's Joseph Wentworth appearing on behalf of Mr. Haskell.
What did they have him like that?
Samuel Haskell was charged with 3 counts of murder. He has not yet entered a plea. Their 3 children are now in the custody of the Department of Child and Family
Okay, so he
Services
didn't
and
kill
will
the
most
kids.
likely end up with family.
You're
As I
still
said,
fucking.
the
What
remains
the hell?
of Maylee's mother and stepfather have not been found, and as this happened over a month ago, the likelihood of them being found gets slimmer every single day.
Well, he can't say he
Los
didn't do
Angeles
that. He
makes
looks
a
kind of
shitload
crazy. He
shite
looks like he's
to go around.
kind of, you
Sam
know,
Haskell
like
likely,
mentally
allegedly,
not okay.
Spread the bags out in different dumpsters,
Yeah.
and it was pure luck that Maylee was found in the first place. Going into the home, they found more body parts, but, well, a human being can have a lot of body parts. Sam Haskell is currently in jail without bond. Probably
Yeah, of course.
because his family is so wealthy, they could fairly easly.
He's a flight
bail him out,
risk.
and
Yeah, he's a
he'd be
flight
gone like a
risk.
flash.
So they denied bail because flight risk. He'll probably his family would dip him out of
By
the
the way, I
U.S.
hear you're barking,
and
big
then
dog.
he wouldn't
Don't
be held
know if the
accountable,
shirtless
and he'd be out there
king
murdering
is
somebody in a different
intentional or
country.
not, but I
Ew.
mean, come on, would not.
I'm so glad that they like judges do that. They
So,
put flight
allegedly,
risks on these
butchered
rich
3
people to hold them
in his own
accountable.
house, perhaps with the swords and
Can't
knives
buy
he
yourself
loved
out of
so
this one,
much.
bitch.
He then erased May's entire social media profile and hired day laborers.
So he
to
did
decorate
that.
her body.
Yeah, but it's
Day
weird. Like
laborers
what?
who, if they hadn't brought them back,
You see how like it's not mathing? Like he's crazy. Something
maybe they
psycho
would
going
mind.
on
but they
in
still
his
haven't
brain.
found them to this day. Anyway, it's an odd story.
Man, I was worried about those kids.
That is it.
Like, yeah,
Okay,
obviously
so I
that's
think
really
with
shitty
more
killing them
information,
on, but I thought he
the
did
story will
everybody,
get
you know?
less
Like, just went crazy on the
I kind
murdering.
of hope
What?
he didn't do. I mean, it's
Ooh.
all obviously all allegedly, so I kind of hope he didn't do anything because I really do want to see the full version of Harvard Law.
What kind of bitch do you think I am? Do I look like
What?
I listen to Taylor Swift?
What kind of... Are they really gonna hit us with a commercial like this right in the middle of that? Wait, was that not a commercial? That was part of it. Shit, I got confused. He got me. He got me. He got me.
Thank you so much for watching. You know it absolutely means the world to me. You're here
That's
watching
messed
the old
up, and it happened
videos.
only
And
November
also,
8th.
usually
Oh,
everybody who's
man.
bought, the limited edition That Chapter shirts. I was blown away by how they're going. They're going like fire. It's amazing.
I want one. It's out of stock? Bro, no. We all pretend to be when he impersonates a douche. No. Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess everybody playing some. No. Man, detective realizes the witness is actually the killer. That one's a good one. I say we do one more, and then I'm gonna skedaddle out of here and go play some
into the
games.
Fold and turn website layouts into an art form
Yeah.
with Wix Studio.
Last one, guys. Hang in there. This is fun.
Hey you, and welcome. My name
I have you all to hang out with and chat instead of watching this alone and reacting alone. It's nice.
It sounds like a Springsteen song, but I didn't think the boss could make this case up. See, one of the miners there, well, he didn't have things easy at all.
Miners.
because He was a little different. Most people liked him, but when a terrifying discovery was made in his basement, there was no shortage of suspects. No shortage of secrets nor surprises, neither. Let's give it a go.
Give it a go. On tree. 1, 2, tree. Water check. Yo, I drank all my water, actually. I need to go get more. It's
The village
gone.
of Bel Air, Belmont County, is the setting for this story. A tidy,
I lied, there was
sleepy
one
little
sip
place
left.
sitting along the banks of the Ohio
you.
River. Now, you're more likely to say Belware and give yourself a knee slap, because it's very small. Less than 4,000 folk, and in this mountainous area, the Ohio River Valley, it's cold mountain country. For generations, it's been the lads picking up their pickaxes and marching down into those mines. Just don't delve too greedily or too deep.
Wait,
It
where?
doesn't end well. It's not especially wealthy, been on the decline for quite a while, as you can imagine. Businesses closing, more buildings emptied than being filled, drug use growing, and it clings to its glory days, which unfortunately are unlikely to come around again. The people, though, by most accounts, very nice, very friendly. One of them was Brad McGarry.
Brad McGarry.
Brad Dennis McGarry,
Ugh.
23 years of age in the year 2017, worked in the mines. A coal miner for Murray Energy, now American Consolidated Natural Resources.
But he looks like a mechanic.
While
I'm
been a miner for
confused.
a few years, he had risen to become foreman. Now, being a miner, as hard a job as they can be, demanding,
Whoa.
back-breaking work. And
Lots of people
dangerous.
die in the
One F up,
mines.
you're effed up.
But the
in
mines
case
are haunted.
that's why Brad became a miner. See, Brad had previously been a hairdresser, but he
was a
found
hairdresser?
the financial aspect lacking, shall we say. So he put down the scissors, he picked up the pickaxe,
The
and he
mines,
got in
Mongo.
there. Things weren't
Yeah.
always easy though for Brad. An openly gay man in this very masculine environment, and kind of a conservative area. But he didn't hide it, he did his own thing, known to be pretty flamboyant with the open shirts and the cheeky remarks. He was who he was, and fair play to him.
Okay.
He grew up in Louisville with his mother, studied cosmetology, chopped hair, then went to the River Valley, working these days at a mine in Cameron, West Virginia. About a 45-minute drive from home for Brad. Home for Brad? Well, now he lived in Bel Air, West Bel Air, on Wagner Avenue. A little house in a little valley on the edge of town as the forests give way to the endless
Kroger.
mountains above those mines.
West Virginia, Ohio. Maybe that's
And
why
it
that
was to
sounded
this
familiar. I
home
was just doing
that
some
police were called
work
one
in that
early
area.
evening in the summer of 2017.
Playing with the Google Maps in that area, you know.
Where's your emergency? Oh my God! My husband's friend is dead.
Whoa.
I came to visit my husband's friend, and his back door was cracked open. And he wasn't answering his phone, so we came in the house, and he's in his basement. Okay.
Huh.
Oh my God. Okay, calm down. Did you say he's dead? I think so. Oh my God, I think so. He's on the floor.
Oh my.
There's blood everywhere. What is his name? Brad McGarry. Brad McGarry.
And it sucks too to like be the person making the
It
call.
was May 7th, a Sunday. And some of
You're
Brad's
you're
friends had
you're
popped
like
over
next to the
They
second.
came
You're
to
second
work with Brad in the
suspect.
mines,
You may not be the
Sherry
first, but you are
on the phone,
one.
And their 13-year-old
They're detaining
daughter,
you.
Elizabeth. They found Brad dead in his own.
Be ready for that.
First thing I did was nail down the crime. I noticed that the kitchen was scattered. There was stuff all over. I told my wife and said, Sherry, something's wrong. There's something everywhere. She said, just open the door and yell for Brad.
Immediately, your first thing is you start working your way backwards.
Hmm.
And what was known about that weekend, he was found on the Sunday. The Saturday, there was a family wedding over in a neighboring county. He went there. He celebrated the wedding on the Saturday. He stayed the Saturday night
Oh,
in
no.
his mom's home. The Sunday morning, he had a big brunch with his extended family. And then it's believed he arrived home to his house at approximately 3 p.m. that Sunday afternoon. He was found 3 hours later.
Oh no.
That right there is the weed eater. Is the whole plan. Okay. You're breeding the weed eater? Yes, sir. 8-9 years. Oh yeah. My kids call him Uncle. He's supposed
I don't like this guy's body language.
I'm trying not to freak out. I'm sorry. I can't not see that. I'm not supposed to see that.
I don't know.
See, David, Brad's best friend, and his family
Suspicion.
had driven over to Brad's. They had to drop back a weed trimmer. They found the door open, calling out led nowhere, and so they ventured in. Brad was discovered in the basement, and it appeared he had been shot in the head. Twice, 2 times. Someone had
What do you mean I'm sus? Shut up.
House was ransacked, drawers open, shite all over the floor. So someone had maybe been looking for something,
Yeah, but who? Like what? Huh?
or wanted it to, appear that way, because that's something we see again and again and again. The old fake home invasion. But
Yeah.
was this a real one, or was it one of those ones? There was a million different directions this case could go. I mean, first off, right, did he do this to himself?
Well, it's like, what's the motive?
He did have depression issues. He had been on medication in the past, but it was never anything too serious.
Like,
And
motive,
if he
question
did it
mark?
to himself, you would expect to find the weapon there, on his person, on his body,
Nah,
in the
he didn't
basement,
do
at
himself.
least.
Somebody killed him.
And the ransacking also would make no sense if that was the case. Brad, though, it seemed like he was in great form the day of the wedding. Everybody who was hanging out with said he was excited, he was in a good mood. His car was left outside. It was parked in front of his house and was full of stuff in the passenger seat. It was full of stuff from the wedding. No, it didn't seem like that was it at all. Homicide, it was more likely.
Man.
Now, Brad was a popular guy. He had a lot of friends. He didn't keep himself to himself. So the police, they want to get to learn a little bit about Brad. They have to interview quite a lot of people. Going back to his
Was it a
hair
jealous
resumes,
boyfriend?
to
I'm
his
calling it now.
finding one.
It was either the
As
people
I
who
said,
called
Brad,
or a jealous
he was
boyfriend.
Who he was pretty flamboyant. He got on with pretty much everybody, but, you know, like anything, some people won't be too chuffed about him being that way. Maybe even to the extreme. But when the police went to interview his co-workers and everybody like that, you'd think, you know, real rugged man in the mines. No, everybody really liked Brad. He just got on. It being a home invasion seemed most likely. He hadn't been there all morning. Someone broke in. They were ransacking the place. Brad arrives
Man.
home. The shooters then, it goes wrong, and they kill him in the basement. He was known to keep cash in his house, and he had recently had a fence done, and he hired some guys to do that. And so the police even began thinking, those guys who he hired to fix up this fence, did they know about the money in his house? Did they see something in there that they liked? And then we're like, let's come back. But again, there's still so many valuables left in his house. That didn't make sense either.
It could be anything. Alright, so who's the killer? Do you guys think it was
You're not ready for it.
the people who called it in?
Brad had also been shot twice.
Because that happens a lot. Like,
shots were to the back
people who,
of the
like,
head.
it's wild how many times that happens in these.
thing was
Like, the
Phelps.
people who call it in are the murderers.
Close was
It's
a guy
weird.
named Scotty most recently.
How long ago was that? I couldn't even tell you.
Who was the girl?
Who's the guy?
He was in with the guy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, who was the guy?
Scott something.
See, Brad and Scott had been in a relationship that had ended shortly before this.
Am I right?
Scott
Jealous
was the son of
boyfriend?
one of Brad's co-workers from the mine, and they had been in this on-again, off-again sort of thing. It wasn't a serious thing, though, and Scott was, in fact, cleared quite quickly, because he'd been arrested prior for a couple of burglaries, and he'd violated his parole. The day of Brad's death, he was in jail.
Oh,
Brad
so
had
he
other
went there.
relationships. See,
I'm
on the
wrong.
morning
I'm
Brad
wrong.
was
It's
murdered,
not
when he was
the
having brunch
jealous
with his
boyfriend.
Extended family. He was, he was in a real giddy little excited mood, yapping away to people. Oh, tell him about this and this and that. So he was texting a fella, texting one of his fellas, and so he was like,
I don't understand the motive. Like, he doesn't seem
that very Sunday.
drug dealers. Maybe.
As I said, Brad was very giddy, very excited about this. He was telling anybody who would listen about a certain DJ, mysterious DJ who he had been in this like romantic relationship with
Okay.
for quite some time.
Another
And Brad,
jealous boyfriend?
head
Question
over-
mark.
I can't do head over heels, but he was head over heels. They would say they were mad about each other, you know, by all accounts. I'm talking like love of your life style. So Brad would not shut up about this mysterious DJ, and by all accounts, you know, according to Brad, DJ felt the exact same way. One issue, though, was that this DJ, the mysterious DJ, was married, which is a bit of a hiccup. But he's also married to a woman, so he was in the closet. But Brad said he wouldn't shut up about this DJ. Apparently they'd been seeing each other for a while, this and this and that and that, and he was very excited to meet up with him.
He made a joke about, he said Tisha, which is one of the other cousins, calls it taking a nap. And it wasn't taking a nap. He was insinuating that they were having sex. It was romantic. We kind of ate, and then he just left. Just kind of left. I don't even think he stayed for dessert.
So who was DJ? Nobody knew.
Hmm.
It was then, when Brad's cousin was talking to the police after he'd been murdered, and she was telling him about this, how he was on that day when they'd all been having lunch talking about DJ. She said that, you know, after Brad left, she was curious herself about who's this mysterious DJ, you know. She had a look. She hunted down a few things on Facebook, and she'd found out. She had uncovered DJ over here, Waka Waka DJ. DJ was David Kinney. The very same David Kinney who had found
Ah.
Brad dead found Brad along with his wife and daughter.
Mm.
I can't not see that. I'm not supposed to see that, dude.
DJ David Jr. Double Life Dave.
Double Life Dave.
Brad and Dave had met years before all of this. Shortly after Brad had decided to become a coal miner. Brad and Dave, they had met during a training session back in 2011, 6 years before he was killed. When they met, David was already married to Sherry, and they had 3 kids. But David and Brad got on great together. They hung it. They swiftly became best friends. They even went on holidays with each other. Dave's kids called Brad Uncle, everything. At some point, the relationship between Brad and Dave became more than just pals, and they began to have an affair.
Oh no.
Sherry had her suspicions, but never really anything more. She just thought they were, super best pals. And get this, allegedly, Brad had started pressuring Dave to divorce his wife and get with her. 2 days after Brad's murder, David was brought in. He was asked to come in for DNA and fingerprints, and also so they could have his cell phone to clear him, of course.
Alright, give me a couple minutes and I'll buzz right through this.
Yes, sir.
He didn't know they had learned he had been having a secret affair with his best friend.
Exposed. What he's gonna say when they're like, so I heard you and Brad were hitting the gritty together. Like what? Shit.
I don't know, man. I've just been trying so hard.
They quickly found texts on his phone that were like above and beyond, hey pal, let's grab something to suck down before we finish this shift in the mine. Well, maybe it was actually something a little like that.
Oh my god, what did he...
Here's some stuff on your phone. It's a
little fruity? Oh, bro, what is this? Questionable? That's the word he's gonna use? Alright.
There's a few times in the past where, he's attempted a lot.
He's just ready to come out. He's tired of being a secret.
David did soon admit that there was something going on. He knew they would find that, of course. He didn't
This is
hide it.
sad.
He said his wife didn't know, and he wanted to keep it that way. He even said that on the day of the murder, before he rocked up with his wife and kid, he had been to Brad's house. But Brad wasn't there, of course. He was at family brunch.
I went to his house. He was not there. I stayed and I hung around for a little while, and that was it.
And then David's story
Wait.
kind of kept evolving. At first, he just drove past. Then he would say he did drive by, but he actually stopped and hung out for a bit, waiting to see if Brad would come home. Then he left. Then he said he drove there. He waited until
Sus.
Brad got home around 3 p.m. But Brad was not alone. There was someone. Brad pulled up in his truck. There was someone riding shotgun in Brad's truck. Dave, he didn't say. He just saw the two of them then go in to Brad's home via the garage. David didn't know what to make of this, so he stayed outside when he heard gunshots. Dave got scared. He ran away. He was sorry he didn't call the police. But he's being honest.
I'm going to tell you.
Then who did? Tell me what happened.
I don't know who he was. I don't know his name. He went in the garage. I was so scared.
What happened?
You heard a gunshot? Yes, sir.
CCTV would show David's vehicle driving up
Sus.
towards Brad's house and then
He
leaving.
killed his own best friend just to keep him from being like
GPS on
his
Brad's phone also
being gay, exposed to his
However, one
wife.
thing was
Like,
the
bruh,
passenger seat in Brad's car was
it's not
filled
worth
with
killing
shite.
someone over
So
that.
there
What in the
literally couldn't
world?
have been someone else in his car.
My
Okay,
brain.
you got me.
That's
Not
so dumb.
actually being honest.
That is
This
so
man
dumb.
Did kill Brad in the basement, but David saw it. He saw it, if you can believe it. He actually went down there, witnessed this guy murder Brad, and then this guy pointed the gun at David, and he said,
"If you breathe one word of this, you're gonna be next. I'll shoot you dead. And guess what? Your wife will then find out that you've been having sex with this guy."
Can't be having that. Being totally honest this time, though, I
Bruh.
swear on the Bible. Okay, he lied again.
There is no way in hell anybody's ever gonna buy this repeated story that you give us. I'm not buying.
Right? Hold him in his place.
Did shoot Brad. He shot him
I
dead.
love doing that. Like, okay, look, I know you're bullshitting, so
Understand the full story,
good GG,
it will
good
make
story.
sense. Promise. David and Brad did meet in Brad's home, and Brad came home from his wedding.
Mm.
He came home hot. He was pissed off. He was going on. He was shouting and roaring about some money of his that was missing, and he was going through his entire house searching for it. Hence why all the drawers and cupboards were open, and that's why the place looked ransacked. It was just Brad looking for some money. While Brad was doing this, and as I said, he was hot. He was pissed. He began arguing with David about David not divorcing his wife and getting with him. David, though, said he loved his wife and his kids too much. He would not leave them for
Typical
Brad.
story.
And he said, listen, I'm sorry.
Did you have to end someone's life for that? Bro, not worth it.
Kid me smacked me around a couple times. I said, this has been going on for too long. You need to leave your wife. Okay. I told him, I said, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done.
Ooh, Brad did not like that one iota. He flipped
So what,
out.
now he's
So
gonna
much
like
so much
spin this into being self-defense?
started smacking Dave across the face. He's cursed at Dave for messing with his emotions for all these years that they'd been having this little thing.
There's just no reason to end anyone's life over something like
Pulled out
this.
an iron.
Dateline? I used to, Mel. I used
You're
to.
gonna divorce your wife, or I'm gonna shoot you dead. David then he grabbed.
I watched
the
this one
gun,
because it's like
struggled, there was a fight. David managed
funny,
to get the gun. He
you know,
pushed Brad away.
and he does it really quickly.
Brad then started
I used to watch
running
what
at David.
Dateline
Brad
in
was
60
big guy.
minutes
I
or
mean,
whatever
David
crap.
wasn't. But you know, it's pretty scary if he ran at you. David, he had no choice. Self-defense couldn't be helped.
Man.
Always put the ones he loves first.
48
But when it comes
hours.
to caring for his
Is that what it's
kids,
called?
he's let his own maintenance.
Isn't there like several of those? 48 hours. There's.
I pushed him.
I don't know what the other one is. 60 something. 60 minute? I don't know. 60 sec. I don't know. I gotta look that up. I'm gonna look it up after this.
Then he left. He drove down a dirt road and threw the murder weapon out.
48 hours sounds
the murder
familiar.
weapon has never been found. By the way, he went home. He texted.
Well, my
Brad
parents
one
would
time
watch
saying,
that, and I'd sit with them, my dad specifically, and he'd be like, on the breaks, on the commercials, who do you think it was?
Like, she wasn't exactly jumping for joy when she learned about all this.
He wanted me to leave you guys. I told him no, and he come back with that gun. I didn't
No, my kid's gonna be.
Right? Tell him. You did not have to end his life. Yeah. Keith Morrison? Ooh, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
I didn't know what else to do.
Man.
He was telling the truth this time. Not.
Rudimentary laws of physics. Okay? He's coming at you. You shot him. Okay, but the bullet's going this way.
It wasn't in self-defense. Yeah.
So you gotta be behind.
Yeah.
Brad had been
They
shot
can
twice
tell.
in the back of the head. He had been ambushed.
If the person's
There
not
was no
facing
sign
you
of
and
struggle
there's,
in the basement.
yeah, you're gonna get
It
clapped.
appears most likely that David was afraid or suspected that Brad was about to expose the affair. So when he knew Brad was out of the house at that family wedding brunch thing, he snuck into Brad's house
And waited for him?
And then when Brad got
Why
home,
is it so
he
disgusting?
shot twice in the back of the head, so that the secret would die with Brad.
If there is a crime that has been established, it is the crime of voluntary manslaughter, Your Honor, not that of murder.
Defense attorney Chris
Voluntary manslaughter. This frickin' lawyer.
Society. Unique events led up to the death of Brad McGarry at his home on Wagner Avenue on May 7th. While prosecuting
Arbitrators are so cringe sometimes. But you know, somebody has to defend them. Defend the criminals. So.
Law enforcement
He's one of the main journalists on Dateline. Okay, okay. Has he been doing it a long time? Because I feel like I know that Keith Morrison sounds familiar.
I seen Mr. McGarry laying face down. There was
I have to check it out. Check it out.
a pool of blood, and I looked.
Ah, yeah. Okay. I think I don't remember any of the stories though.
Which I believe to be a gunshot.
So that might be fun to go in.
McGarry was later found to have been shot twice in the back of the head with no gun near his body. Police are still searching for the .22 caliber gun used. The officer says Kenny's first written statement indicated he went to McGarry's home to return a weed
The
eater
white-haired guy?
and then found
Okay.
McGarry's body. But then Detective Aller reads a second statement from the suspect on May 9th.
Oh my gosh, did you see that court reporter? She hates her life. Holy shit. Aloso?
Being friends. We started arguing. Then Mr. McGarry then escalated the confrontation at the point that he pulled the gun off the hot tub and pointed it at Mr. Kinney. And that sequence of events, tragically.
Matthew Perry's stepfather. Matthew Perry.
David was charged with
Oh,
aggravated murder with a firearms.
I can't remember these
He
people.
would plead not guilty, saying that he had shot David, but that it was self-defense, not murder. Now, the murder weapon has never been found. In fact, David was saying it was Brad's own gun that he had used.
Okay, so
on
where
Brad.
is it?
He
Why?
said it was a Derringer-type pistol. David said Brad had purchased that about 6 months before in self-defense. But another friend of Brad's, a cop, said, yeah, Brad did have a handgun in his house, but it wasn't no Derringer. It was like a different type of gun. It was like a 9mm handgun. They did find that 9mm handgun in Brad's bedroom. They never found an ammo.
Oh, Chandler and friends. Oh.
Definitely seems like Brad did not own a Derringer.
Oh.
That was David's own gun. Examining Brad's and David's phone, it did seem like Brad was upset.
That's
with
sad that I
David
know
that he
who
wasn't
Chandler
spending
is.
more time with him.
I
There
don't
was
know his
no
actual
evidence
name.
of Brad being angry with David. No
That's
threats of
terrible.
texts, like if you don't believe your wife, I'll expose you, that kind of thing. Nothing like that. David and Brad were going to end it at David's request. David wanted to end it because he believed Sherry was getting suspicious of their affair. At trial, a friend of Brad's would say Brad knew it was going to end, and he had, kind of talked out loud about, oh, maybe I should text Sherry photos of us together, messages, that sort of thing, but he never seriously thought about it, and in fact, it was ending, and Brad was kind of happy to move on with his life. Just go back to being friends.
Goodness.
At the end of the trial, the jury found David Kinney guilty of aggravated murder with a firearm specification. The judge sentenced him to life without parole.
Yep.
Jury unanimously.
There's no reason to kill anyone over that. What?
Execution style.
Premeditated.
Shooting his supposed friend in the back of the head twice. And again, only Mr. Kinney knows why.
If this man was able to do a assassin's job
Like
to
that.
someone he loved and his best friend,
Ooh.
what did he do to his enemy or someone who opposed him?
Kinney, for his part, did offer a brief apology in court, although he made neither an admission nor did he offer an explanation.
I would like to apologize to the McGarry family for all the hurt and pain that I put you through, and prevent for any of this to happen. I wish I could take it all back. I know all the apologies in the world will never bring him back. I want you to know I'm truly sorry for it all.
The defendant shall serve life in prison without the possibility of parole, plus...
Oh my god, did you see that plus? Bro, did you see bro's mouth? Hold on. Hold on.
Shall serve life in prison without the possibility of parole, plus...
Holy... Ow! Sorry, I felt it in my soul. Sorry, I just...
And there you have it.
I'm sorry. What the hell is... They're like, court is such a fucking circus, I swear.
They were ending the relationship, but Brad was not going to tell Sherry about the affair. It was going to be a secret that was to be kept between the two of them. Even because Sherry was getting suspicious of it, and Brad was, alright, we ended up, I'm happy to move on with my own life. Maybe David was the one who couldn't. Maybe he was thinking, if I can't trust you,
Yeah, but for real, court is a whole circus. Like the lawyers, the arbitrators, they're the jesters, right? And then like you got the judge, he's like the king. You gotta make him laugh so that he favors you or whatever. And then the poor people who are being defendant or claimants.
somewhat
God.
of the truth, but not even that close to the truth.
Yo, Abtot, what's
but
up?
yet at the same time, he could lie to his wife for like 6 years about having an affair
Welcome.
with his best friend. How do you manage that?
Yee. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for watching. It really means the world to me. I hope you enjoyed this whole video.
Okay,
If
wait.
you did, please subscribe
Let me
to
see
videos
this,
every week, and check out Twitter and Instagram, and check out the That Chapter podcast, which has a brand new episode.
Yeah, I think it's
every
60
Monday.
Minutes
Most recent
Australia or
episode was meant to be
something.
the last
But I don't think they cover what. Don't they just cover like weird stuff? Yeah, like El Chapo, the Houdini of the drug world, 60 Minutes. We're not gonna watch that, but I used to be really into those just to get my information around the world. 48 hours. What? Full episodes 2023? The Doctor's Daughter. Full episode. Okay, maybe not today. But, okay, those exist. What was the other one, Mel? Dateline. Dateline. 2023 full episodes. Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys. Okay, Mayfair Witch. Power, Persecution, Paranormal. Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, Dateline. This guy. We're just gonna see him real quick. For reference. Oh my gosh, you guys, don't listen to this. Don't look at it. It's fine. Unless I decide to start marketing for them, because I actually do. Hashtag not sponsored. Use HelloFresh. But I'm just waiting for them to email me back, because the deal that they give you on Twitch is not good enough for me. I want free meals, damn it. I want free breakfast and free meals if you want me to advertise for you. Sorry. He sent me a picture on Discord. Okay, I'm looking. Yeah, this guy, yeah.